How many of you have ever made a bad decision? You should all be raising your hands. Why did you make that bad decision or decisions? I was determined to find out, so I talked with my principal one day and asked him, why do kids make bad decisions? He thought for a moment and then said, there are a few ways that kids can make bad decisions. I know this because I have kids. The top reasons probably are attention, negative influences, trying to fit in, and too much exposure to electronic devices leading to decreased interactions. After talking with who I saw as the expert, I wanted to delve further into my research. The next step was to look on the computer for information. I found out 3 more perspectives of why kids make bad decisions. Number 1 is laziness, when kids fail to check the facts or take initiative. Number 2 is indecisiveness, when kids are faced with a big decision, out of fear they will not make the right decision, or they may avoid making any decision at all. And lastly, number 3 is overdependence, meaning kids are not able to make decisions on their own or cannot act independently. You all know what it feels like to be treated badly, right? But did you ever think about why you were treated badly? I was eager to learn more. I referenced the notes that I had taken during my interview. I asked him, what are the most common bullying dynamics? For example, why or how do people get bullied? He answered, teasing that goes too far, jokes that go too far, competition, and people that want to get bullied want to make themselves feel better by being the bully. Still, after all that, I needed more information. I was still satisfied with my interview, but I wanted to continue my research. I found out that many of the ideas my principal gave me I could expand on. I chose the last one in particular because of how many dimensions it had. First, I'll explain to you the 4 different types of bullying. Number 1 is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is when the bully mainly uses words to hurt the victim. You may have heard the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. However, people are starting to consider this mantra counterproductive. Verbal bullying can actually have a serious effect on the mental health and may even hurt more than physical bullying. Do you know what physical bullying is? Physical bullying is when the bully uses their actual physicality to hurt or irritate the victim. Physical acts can range from minor actions, such as flicking items at someone over and over, up to actions where the bully puts the victim's life at risk. The next type of bullying I will talk to you about is social bullying. Social bullying is where the bully tries to ruin the victim's reputation. By bullying the victim to a point where he is no longer popular in a specific group, the bully is reducing the opportunity for their victim to seek support. In some cases, the bully may appear to be friendly when they are speaking with only the victim, but they could be turning other people against the victim. Finally, there is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a generally new form of bullying which is carried out using modern forms of communication, such as the internet or mobile devices. These types of technology will make it much harder for their victims to get away from the bullies. The victim feels like he or she cannot stop using their device and is basically falling into the bully's trap. It is possible for cyberbullies to target people thousands of miles away and have never actually met them in person. Cyberbullying can include prank phone calls and texts, abusive messages on social media, fake social media accounts being made about the victim, catfishing, hacking, and computer virus attacks. The answer to why kids make bad decisions leads back to my interview with my principal. The common motives we discussed, such as seeking attention, negative influences, trying to fit in, and too much exposure to electronic devices were present throughout all of my research. All of these reasons are why kids today are bullying and being bullied. But what can we do to prevent this? It starts with education regarding the decision-making process. As we all know, no one, not even adults, is perfect, and good decision-making takes years to master. Due to a lack of experience, children tend to focus on immediate gratification and not think decisions through. The first step to correcting this is to think before you act. With just a few seconds of hesitation, children can prevent a lot of bad decisions. Secondly, children can ask themselves these following questions before making a decision that they may regret. Why do I want to do this? What are my options? What are the consequences of my actions? And is this decision in my best interest? I will leave you with this challenge. How can you help other kids around you make good decisions and stop bullying?